Welcome to Surbiton High School. My name is James Flynn and I'm proud to say I'm one of the assistant principals here at Surbiton. I line manage the Director of Sport and the Sports Department, and during the application process there were trickles and whispers of information that started to be fed back about how much talent could be joining us in September 2023. And that's exactly why you're receiving this message today. We're excited, and after nearly 600 applicants to the school and effectively 4 stages of shortlisting, you've been identified as the best of the best. And we know talent when we see it. We hold national titles in virtually every major sport we commit to every single year. We want you to know that this is a personal message to you, and we want you here at Surbiton High School. We believe it's so much, that is why we've created this video. We've never done this before, and you and your family should be very proud. So who will you be working with if you come to Surbiton? Well, here are the key players within our 50+ sporting staff structure. You should be able to see a snippet of some of their credentials. Within their teams, we have further expertise with more top-class coaches, Olympians, international athletes, and ex-professionals. Now, obviously, we will offer you a sporting package, which I will talk about briefly, but we must remember that for the majority of your time, the main point of coming to school is to obtain a top-class education. And I like to point out that those schools behind me are all fantastic schools that we happen to compete with in the area. And if you have an offer from one of them and end up joining them, you will undoubtedly have a fantastic education too. But it is worth noting how much value you will get from us here at Surbiton. Now, regardless of scholarship, you will get access to everything Surbiton has to offer, and you can find out even more about those sorts of things at our special offered open events, which you'll be invited to very shortly, if not already. You will also get access to our heads of sport and their teams of staff who have first-hand experience of the performance pathway in your sport. They have experience of juggling all those academic commitments and guiding students through school. We have students from the past a few years alone that have gone on to represent their country, play semi-professional, professional, gain scholarships to universities here or in the US, and represent Great Britain. So I encourage you to reach out to those individual heads of sport if you have any concerns whatsoever, and you can get those stories verbatim. From the sport department, first and foremost, we have high expectations from all our athletes, particularly the scholars, but that also reaches down to every level of participation. As a scholar, you will also obviously have some sort of fee remission, and that is set out by the school and not necessarily by the head of sport. So please bear that in mind if that is a query of yours. On top of this, each sport has a slightly different offering, and that is dependent on the sport itself and your stage of development. We try not to pigeonhole every student into the same program, and we make it as bespoke as possible on a case-by-case basis, athlete by athlete. For example, we know some of our scholars may already be doing strength and conditioning outside of school, so we do not insist they do it inside of school, as this could lead to injury and burnout. Ms. Turbill, our Assistant Director of Sport, leads on all things high performance, and you're welcome to discuss these and the programme with her at any point. They are essentially like mentors, ensuring you are doing as much or as little as you should be to keep you progressing. Finally, if you'd like to get in contact with any of the heads of sport, assistant directors of sport, or our director of sport, please use the details behind me. Congratulations once again.